Hello everyone, it's me, Nikki, and today I'm going to do my um, December wrap up as well as my year wrap up and like a little mini channel update thing. This is off schedule, but I really wanted to put it up on the 1st. So, let me move stuff so I don't spill it. Let's see. So first, I read the last two books of the Prydain series by Lloyd Alexander, Terran Wanderer, and the High King. I listened to those on audiobook. Those were really, really good. Terran Wanderer I very much enjoyed because he's trying to find out who he is, like who his parents are, so he can, because he wants to be royal to marry Elanwi, and he like meets a bunch of different people. He learns how to blacksmith and weave and make pottery, and so he finds himself just not in the way that he thought. And the High King was a good wrap up, I thought, because basically everybody came together, like everybody from the other books, even like some villains that you thought had died, but they hadn't. Or you didn't think you would see them, I guess. Not that they had died, but you were like, I'm pretty sure they got told to go away, and then they didn't. And yeah, it was just a really good ending, and it like, because the whole series is based off of Welsh mythology, I think. Like, one of the characters is Gwydion, and if you Google him, there's like the Prydain Wikipedia, but then also like a Wikipedia type of thing. So yeah, it was fun. I very much enjoyed those, and I'm really glad I found those on Libby, because they the whole series was just sort of like chill, even though there was a lot of high stakes happening. And then the other book I read, I only read 3, was Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan, the first in the Powder Mage trilogy, and oh, it was so good. I remember it being really good, but it was so good. This is Tamis, and he has a coup, essentially, and he takes over with some others, and essentially murders the nobility, and it's gonna be like a democracy type of thing, and he's a powder mage, and they're essentially gun mages, if that makes any sense. They use powder because it's like flintlock stuff, so it's like a flintlock fantasy, I think it's called, because the technology is very 1700s, whenever guns were invented. I don't know, but they like take the gunpowder, and when they shoot, or even if they don't shoot, they can move bullets. There's a female character in here, Laura, who I believe becomes more involved in the other 2 books, and she can like sense gunpowder miles away and blow it up if she needs to. And Tamis' son, somebody else. Tennille is also very, very, very good at gun magery, and the conflict is with, there's like a little internal conflict, obviously, because there's the people who are like, you shouldn't have killed the monarchy, but then the overarching conflict, I believe in all 3 books, is with the neighboring kingdom of Kez, who believe that powder mages are an abomination. And then there's also gods. So they're like, what the fuck do we do against gods? I'm trying to think of... All the characters are really great, actually. Even the ones, like, that you hate, you're like, oh, I hate you so much. And not because they're poorly written assholes, but that because they're well-written assholes, if that makes sense. I'm thinking. For trigger warnings, there are talks of rape, but nothing happens. There's obviously a lot of bloodshed, murder of the royalty. Tamis gets attacked a couple times, and I just said his name. Tennille, it has a addiction. I want to say it's like he snorts powder or he's snorting snuff. I'm not 100% sure. It could be a mixture of both. But Tamis is a teetotaler, no drink, no smoking, so he doesn't like that. And Tennille, I think I'm saying that right. That's how I say it in my head. He does, I think it's supposed to be like gunpowder. Like, cause even his dad, well, his dad doesn't snort it. They sort of like drink it. I don't know. And then it like doesn't kill them and makes them do gun shit. They do like, so it's, it sounds weird, but now that I think of it, it's sort of like the Matrix, the first one, when Neo like dodges the bullets or whatever. That's what I imagine them doing when they do it. So that's cool. Oh, there's another character, Adamant, who's a inspector. Or Adamat, sorry. I always add an N. There is no N. He's more of a private investigator. His family does get kidnapped, and one of his children is injured as a way to get Adamat to do what the bad guys want. So I'm not sure. I think the oldest son that it happens to is 16 or 17, so it's not like a child, but it's still pretty young. And I think that's everything I can think of. But yes, I quite enjoyed it. I forgot about some characters I wanted to know more about, and since I've reread this, I'm like, oh, I want to know about them. Like, there's one that follows Tennille. Her name's they call her Kapol. And they keep calling her a savage because Tennille is in somewhere else that is not Adro, the main city, fighting against the Kez with these savages, and Kapol is one of them, and she's a fucking badass, and I love her, and I want to know more about her. So, yes. So those are the books I read. Now, I did do, G from Book Roast does a Caw Pile thing, which is characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. That's what Caw Pile stands for. But it's just stats, basically, and I don't ever do stats, and I thought it would be fun. So this year I read 56 books, including DNFs. My best months were January and February, where it looks like I read 11. And my worst month was May, where I only read 1. And I read 18,499 pages. I think that's what that number is. I'm not good at numbers. And I only DNF 5 books. I read mostly physical with 8 ebook and 6 audiobook. I read mostly adult, which was 38, and 17 young adult, and a little bit of middle grade. My biggest genre was fantasy, of course. I reread 3 books, and I read across 9 different genres. I mostly gave out 5 stars. I didn't do stuff for the last couple books because I didn't really care, honestly. I was like, I'm not in it for that. I read mostly series, and I finished 5 series this year, and that's everything for that. So those were my stats. Super exciting. I think G is gonna do it again. So I'll have to do, as I do like doing that. And then for like a channel update, it's more like, okay, there's 2 parts. The first is a channel update, and for a while I'm probably gonna post Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays because I'm way behind on my book tags and I really would like to get them out. So probably Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be tag days, and Saturday is going to be everything else. Probably not this week, but starting next week. And the other one is, I would like, it's more like a New Year's resolution type of thing. Like, stay on top of tag videos, stay on top of my watch laters, because, you know, I put everything in the watch later, and I'm really behind, like, it's been garbage the last couple of months for me personally. I just got into November. That's how far behind I am. So keep up on that, keep up on tags, you know, make sure to comment, because I feel like a bad friend when I don't comment. You know, try to keep up with my Discord or whatever. What else did I want to do? Comment, watch, don't get so far behind, and keep up on tags. Was that it? I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to do, and as soon as I end recording, I'm going to remember. And I still don't know how to edit things. So I think I know how to put 2 things together to make a long, but I still don't know how to cut stuff out. Maybe, was that the other one? Well, I know I've said it before, but I should probably just make like a long test video and just play around with it. Anyway, those are like my New Year's booktube stuff, resolutions. Yeah, I think that's everything. So, you know, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me throughout this shitty year. I hope you have a great new year. I hope, you know, you're staying safe, staying warm. I hope everybody's happy and healthy, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.